Welcome back to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation as we wrap up Week 6 in the Arena Lacrosse League with the Paris RiverWolves visiting the Six Nations Snipers. Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions as always. Starting goalies for today's game for the visitors. It's a veteran, Nolan Clayton. He comes in with a 3-0 record, 12.72 goals against average. And for Six Nations, it'll be Dusty Hill as he will get the start. 3-0 as well, 10.33 goals against, one of the best in the league. Officials for today's game, Kyle Coulter is the crew chief, Mark Smith and Eddie Fines will be working alongside. Head coaches for the RiverWolves in his 5th season is Jamie Dubrick. He is assisted by Chris Driscoll. And for the Snipers, Darcy Pallas is the bench boss. His assistants are Vince Longboat and Nick Sky. So underway here as you see the Snipers in their bright orange, the RiverWolves in their home whites, and right off the bat, first possession, and it's about speed right now. McGregor Allen pulling up, and he'll get it back to Mike McLaughlin. They'll settle things down. First offensive possession here for the Snipers. And a good first step, but not able to avoid the crease was Tyler Brown. And now it'll be Hunter Angus, can't get a hold of it. And it's scooped up. And that's hands in Wes Whitlow as he'll flip. And Travis Longboat now will avoid a couple defenders. They'll start things on the half boards. Argent with a shot, it's stopped. Pick up, fresh clock for the Orange. Argent out there with Brent Longboat. And a give and go, and that was really neatly done by Travis Longboat as he faked one corner and tucked it in the other, and it's 1-0 for the Snipers. If you have not seen this Six Nations team play, and best you don't look away very long, as they are the masters of the transition game, and they are on the constant attack. Paris, though, of course, one of the best defensive teams. They come in with a 4-3 record as Six Nations sitting on top of the standings now at 5-2. Dan Keene for the RiverWolves. He'll send it down, and they'll work it on the right side, get it back. Davis Prince, good fake, steered aside by Dusty Hill, and here come the Nations, waiting no time. Up ahead, bounce shot, Nolan Clayton, good save. Rebound picked up by Dalen Hill. And not able to keep it in the offensive end. That will be a turnover, and Hunter Angus will pick that up. He'll hold on, wait for the offensive units, and he'll stay out there on the right side. Good to see Hunter out there playing some O as he has evolved his game on the flip and running into a wall, but rolling his way around was Connor Watson. And now back come the Orange in transition. Justin Martin, dish over, and Vern Hill's shot stopped. Loose, and Clayton will pick it up. And a long outlet pass gets it up almost the length of the floor. Jake Kranz. Jake Kranz, of course, a former Sniper. And that was some kind of hit right there. And Davis Prince, as Alec Tomas lined him up and put it on him now. Gabriel Eozo playing some good D. That's picked up, and ball loose now in the corner. We're under 12 minutes to go here, opening quarter. That's going to be a possession that's going to go to the Snipers as they won't waste any time. And it's Longboat, Brent Longboat. Looking to get a step. He's going to try to duck in and couldn't avoid the crease line and went hard into the boards. Possession now the other way to the RiverWolves. Marcus Elvin Looking, and he flips it back to Big Clover. He's going to tee that up, goes right in the stick, and back the other way. On the run, Rod Squire. Squire's shot stopped by Clayton. Clayton now, as Squire does a good job forechecking, going to have to hurry. Keene gets it over, and it's Cole Spear. Spear and Keene working the two-man game. They'll swing it now over to the left side. And it's Keene working one-on-one. Gets a screen, doesn't get the roll. Back out, Prince tees it up. That's knocked down as well. Off to the races go the Snipers. Not sure why he didn't headman that ball, but had a wide open Dalen Hill. And I think Bodie Shields, if he could do that again, would probably move that ball. And here's there Newbro. Newbro out there with Clover. Weaving in some traffic there is Eddie Renault. Quick shot and stopped there by Hill as he pulls it out of the pad, and back on O go the Snipers. Argent, he'll get it over the timeline. They'll set things up. Extended man-to-man D by the RiverWolves. And on the run, and it is Scott Delzato. And this rookie is good as he buries that one on the run for his first of the game. And the Snipers are up now 2-0. Off the draw, Jonah Beam had it momentarily but lost it. Jake Kranz playing some D, trying to work that line, and either way, Newbro picks it up. So a good job to force a turnover. Heads up, Newbro curls out of that, throws it back, and returns the favor. So one not so good pass to another. 9:46 to go here, opening quarter, as the Snipers go back to work on offense. They'll swing it around right side. Whitlow with a good fake goes to the bounce. Too much bounce on it. Finds the screen. Possession to Paris. So you've got the highest offensive team. Hunter Angus with a burst of speed. Tried to inside out. So good to see Hunter being aggressive, and we'll see here if they do. They keep it right here. Fresh clock for the RiverWolves. Keene looking for a little bit of room. Has Angus on that side. Swinging around to Renault. Renault on the run, and it sits right by that goal line. Picked up and moved up, and the Snipers now over the timeline. Jamie Downey. Downey does a good job, gets it over. He'll retreat to the bench, and it's Argent. Argent, work it around, swing it over. Get it to Longboat. Travis Longboat. To Brown, downtown Tyler Brown not able to hold on to that. It's picked up now, and Paris is going to move it up and over the timeline. Double team coming as Beam makes a wise decision. And Renault now will slide on over to that left side and set up the offense. So the RiverWolves missing one of their leading scorers in Drake Smith. Not in the lineup today. So Clover filling that void, and Mikey McLaughlin with the good hands. 2-on-1. No look pass. 1-2. Big save by Clayton. So Shields not able to capitalize on a good pass from McLaughlin, and back come Paris. Keene, he'll peel out, get it to a trailing Prince. Prince will swing it around, play to Karam. Picked up and moved up by Newbro. And now with 10 on the shot clock, Keene, backdoor pass, picked off by the master thief, 66, Vern Hill. And Hill moving on up. And Snipers almost an over and back. Good job to tiptoe on the right side of the line by McGregor Allen. And now they'll send it over, trying to give and go, but that's gone and went. Picked up, though, by Brent Longboat. Centered it. Knocked away, though, by the RiverWolves. And they're going to pick it up. Jacob Johnson looked to get it back as Iozo goes down hard. And that's going to take us to our first officials timeout. Alterna Savings and the All are excited to promote the second annual National Lacrosse League Alterna Cup competition this season. Canadian teams are competing in head-to-head matches to capture the cup and be crowned the Canadian champions of the NLL. Check out NLL.com and Alterna.ca to learn more. And, of course, the Snipers would like to thank their sponsors in Belco Construction, KT Gas and Tobacco, Classics to Customs Auto Body, Hills Tire, Searles Chevrolet, MTS Native Service, Caledonia Auto Supply, Guaranteed Glass and Tint, ILA Sports, and, of course, Hills Custom Coffins. Don't find yourself in one of those anytime soon. Snipers, of course, leading here 2-0. Try not to let the peanut gallery distract us as we've got our women's convener extraordinaire, Wade Thompson, in the press box as Dan Keene goes to work, looking for an opening. Kicks it back out. Prince had a notion, got chased out. That pass to Keene was a bullet. Keene managed to get it, no reset, dumps it over. Cole Spear's shot, stopped though by Hill. Hill with the outlet. Justin Martin moving it quick, give and go. Right back, 1-2. Clayton wasn't able to swat it before it went across the line. So Kevin Owen Hill will get credit for his first of the game. And that will increase the Snipers' lead now to 3-0. Off the draw, good clean win there for Mike Atwood. And I tell you, the big man is a handful. McLaughlin will bail him out with some speed as he tiptoes around two defenders, then throws it away. Clayton now will look for a quick outlet. Paris now going to have to move it up, and it's Renault. Good stick check, but Renault recovers, keeps going. He's going to peel out, find his way right around that net, switch hands, get it back to Clofer. Prince. And a good pass to Connor Watson, but it was blocked, and Renault had a notion, and how about that? So Eddie Renault, with a little bit of trickery there, goes to the low shovel. And Paris on the board now, trailing 3-1. Renault with his 17th goal of the season. He, of course, the second leading scorer on this team behind Drake Smith. And off the draw, Snipers control. Allen will flip and get it to Whitlow. Whitlow. Delzato. Delzato goes to the shot, stopped by Clayton, picked up Whitlow. Good pass, but right there as Tyler Brown from point blank inside the dots wasn't able to beat Clayton. And now the RiverWolves will go to work on offense. Keene gets a screen, not able to go any further as he peels out. That pass to no one is picked up, and the Snipers now will move it up. Vern Hill. Don't have numbers, that doesn't mean a thing. Hill with the shot wide. Kranz had it almost knocked away, though, by Hill, and the Snipers will get possession. And it's Owen Hill. Kicks it back out. Longboat to a cutter. Con General had a good game last week as he's back out there. Flip out Longboat, tee that one up, and that was headed for the top corner. Good save by Clayton. And his outlet as he's going to loft that up. Marcus Elvin didn't see that at all. And Hill will respond to get it to Longboat. Brent Longboat zips that pass across down on that right crease. Delzato looking for an opening. Gets a step. Nothing doing. Got the cradle going. The flip. Back out on the run now. Good job of tucking that stick in twice by Owen Hill. And how about Hill? Man, working in a closet, young fella. That's his second of the game. And it's now 4-1 Snipers. You look at this Six Nations team, Scott Delzato leading the way, 34 points, including 21 goals. Whitlow chipping in with 29 points, 8 goals, 21 helpers. And then you got Vern Hill playing both sides with 12 goals, 15 assists. So a formidable lineup as Clofer now will dump it down and they'll work the right side. Stovall out there. Swing it back, Renault. Clofer. Clofer's going to have to lean in. Good cross check in there. Shot clock winding down. That one on target. Dusty Hill with a good save. And the Snipers now will counter the other way. McLaughlin. 3:20 to go here, opening quarter. Argent looking for the give and go. Wasn't looking for it, and that was the problem. As Tyler Brown fed him, and you know in lacrosse, if the ball goes off your helmet on a pass, you're not paying attention. But that's picked up, going for the crease dive, tried to tuck, came up with iron, and now Paris will bring it the other way, Jamie McMahon. Veteran, the calming influence on this Paris team. Prince. Renault gets a step, looking for the flip up. Curls back around to stay on his stick side. Gets it. Prince got some room. Hard sidearm. Stopped, though, by Hill. Hill with a bounce pass, and away goes Dalen Hill. Swinging around. Delzato. Wrong stick side. He will curl back, switch hands, and kick it back out. Errant pass. 10 on the shot clock. Argent had Longboat. Argent's going to try to tee it up from well out of the dots and saves it. And Delzato does a good job to get it deep now into Paris territory, but they will get possession, do the RiverWolves, now with under 2 minutes to go here in the first. So a bit offensively depleted are these RiverWolves. And it's Keene. So they're going to need something from Dan Keene for sure, as Hunter Angus and Alec Temas not quite sure. Looks like it could be a one-sided thing, as Angus is going to go for the rough. And that's going to give the Snipers their first power play opportunity of this game. Six Nation power play working at a 48% efficiency rate. The Paris penalty kill, just 30%. So odds in the favor of the Orange, as Longboat out there, Brent, that left shooter spot. Brown on that left side. Delzato tees that up. Travis Longboat digging for it in there. Picked up. Fresh clock now for the Snipers. Minute 15 to go here in the quarter. Delzato sliding over to the top. Longboat getting it back. Delzato well off on that underhand. Picked up, though, and flipped up. Delzado's going to keep it. Good job of ducking by a defender now. Goes to Longbow. Give and go. Good stick check there by Newborough. Going to have to hurry. That underhand on target by Clayton. So a good defensive stand for Paris. And Beam will bring it up. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Renault. Minute to go in the Paris penalty. So they got some work to do here. Keene. Spear. 5 on the shot clock. Cole Spear on the run. Wide of the mark. Picked up, though, by Watson. He'll dump it down. 25 seconds to go here in the first. McLaughlin. He's going to get it. One chance here for Six Nations to try to increase their 4-1 lead. Delzado's at the top, working out there with Argent and Longboat. Under 10. Delzado trying to gap it. Brown. Delzado bullet saved by Clayton. Picked up fresh clock, and that's going to do it as we have played 15 minutes here at the ILA. The score, 4-1 Snipers. Back to it here for the second quarter. Snipers had put together a good opening 15 as they will get possession here to start the quarter. Travis Longboat out there with Brent Longboat, working with Ty Argent. And that shot from a bad angle didn't even get through as Argent, though, scoops it back up. Flip. Longboat's hard shot stopped by Clayton. Clayton is going to send Hunter Angus away. Hunter Angus now. Backdoors Cole Spear, zips that across. Spear does a good job to play the carom. And now he'll dump it out to Connor Watson. Watson will get it. They'll swing it around. Go to work now with Spear on the right side. Cole Spear tees it up. Bounce shot wide of the mark. And there's Vern Hill, 66. He's got a man with him. Vern Hill's shot. Stopped, though. Tried to use a little bit of a fake and look away. Scoops up the loose ball and a fresh clock for the Orange. Whitlow. Swinging around, Argent. And Whitlow's shot, Clayton right there. Gabe Iozzo right into the pocket. He's got no numbers, though. Does a good job to get to his stick side. He'll dump it off. Johnson to the bounce. Stopped by Hill. Loose ball scooped up, and here comes Six Nations in transition. Delzado had a notion wide open down low and still wide open there. Stick side is Argent. Backhand, quick stick finish. That was a beauty. So Travis Longboat was open forever. And does a good job to slide that over to Dalen Hill for the finish. And a good unselfish play results in the Snipers' 5th goal of this game. Another good crowd on hand here at the ILA for this Sunday affair on a little bit of a snowy afternoon. But it's nice and dry in here, that's for sure. Off the draw, it's picked up from Roddy Squire, and they'll set things up on that half boards. Dangerous pass. Longboat looking for a cutter, not able to get it. A good job to thwart those plans by the Paris defense. And they give it right back. Whitlow out the back door, but a good job wrong six side. Longboat 1-2. Whitlow, oh man. That kid's got some hands right there, as that was a beauty finish. Went down and parked it up for his first of the game, and Whitlow with his 9th goal of the season. And it's 6-1 for the Snipers. Possession to the Snipers here off the draw. Travis Longboat. He'll push his way in, fake that, steered aside. Good save by Clayton. But the Snipers are all over the loose balls, and they're winning these battles here as they have dominated this second quarter with 12 minutes to go. Longboat looking down. Good overhand shot, but wide of the mark from General. Longboat, that one steered aside. So Clayton is certainly getting his work as the Snipers continue their offensive onslaught. Argent, stop-start on Jamie McMahon, good defensive position. Nothing doing there. Travis Longboat looking for a screen. He'll tuck it, dump it off. Not sure why he would even think of passing that. Argent tried something a little different. And Iozo. Good job to get it up to Newbro. And they give it right back. It's knocked down. Vern Hill. 11:15 to go. That pass lofted up and had Martin, but he wasn't able to corral it. Hill should have probably put a little more on that pass as he tried to float it in. And Hunter Angus now. Clofer will work on the half boards, right side. And get it back. Big man trying to go to the underhand, wide of the mark. That's going to go over the timeline. Violation. Play it where it lies. Here's Vern Hill. 66 will switch hands. Trying to tuck it by Clayton. Nothing doing there. We'll see if Vern makes the adjustment and goes with a fake next time, as he's tried two quick ones unsuccessfully. Jonah Beam over to Cole Spear. Spear looking for an opening. He'll wait, kick it back out. Prince will swing it around left side. Watson looking for an opening. He'll reset it back out, but going to be a race now, and Martin's going to win that one. Hitting the trailer with a backhand, and top corner. Dalen Hill making that look easy. As boy, oh boy, the Orange can finish, and they increase their lead to 7-1. $10:09 to go here in the second quarter. It has been all Six Nations up to this point, as the Paris team undermanned, of course, Jamie Dubik and Chris Driscoll trying to weave some magic with not a whole lot to work with, missing some valuable components. Delzato, he'll peel back out, and that ends up in the Orange bench, and it's picked up and knocked down the length of the floor by Krantz, not intentional, of course. And they'll start on the half boards right side with 9:52 to go here in the second. Clofer. The flip. Spear. 1-2. Cole Spear couldn't beat Dusty Hill as he worked his way inside the dotted half circle, and it's Downey. Downey going to hold on to it, roll off a check, and a flip. What hands, though, by Whitlow. Brent Longbow tees up that bullet. Whitlow couldn't save that one. No, that's going to be an over and back call. Possession's going to go to the RiverWolves deep in the offensive end. Swing it around. Davis Prince. Renault going to need something from him. Trying to duck his way in. Gets a shot off. Hill stopped it. Outlet, though, is coming, and it's Dalen Hill. Wrong stick side, but he goes to the top corner. Oh, Dalen Hill. That's his third of the game, and the Snipers are rolling on all cylinders, leading this one 8-1, and I think that may spell the end for Nolan Clayton. I think Cameron Dunkerley is going to come in and take over the duties between the pipes, And certainly no fault to the veteran Clayton, who has done all he can, but these snipers, their offensive attack is relentless. And from the opening faceoff, they have gone to work and peppered Clayton with a whole heap of shots. And regardless of what Clayton does, his team has only managed one goal here. And you're not going to win too many lacrosse games 1-0. Watson, get it to Renault. Watson open again. Watson shot just wide. So had the right idea, just caught a bit of the post. And a fresh clock here for the RiverWolves. Renault tried to use the defender as a screen. Clofer tried to get it back, but here come the snipers. Tomas. And a good save by Dunkerley, so he gets tested. First shot of the game is a breakaway. Gotta say, looking awfully sharp with those gloves and matching mask for Dunkerley. And the Paris offense now trying to work at the other end. 8:10 to go here in the second. Renault gets a screen. They dump it off. Watson tried to tuck that short side, but Hill had that closed off. And now it's McLaughlin. He's going to wait for changes, or is he? Yes, he will. He'll peel out, get a screen, and dump it out. They'll swing it around by Whitlow. Travis Longboat. Delzato. Longboat. Tried to get it back. 5 on the shot clock. Longboat working inside. Gets it back out. Had a notion, did General. Took a hard hit. Good defensive stand by the RiverWolves. And that's going to take us to our officials' timeout. Set to go here after our officials' timeout. 7.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Snipers with a 7-goal lead. Keene loses it, and Snipers now moving it up. Wasting no time. Brown. Good save by Dunkerley. So first 2 shots Dunkerley sees are breakaways, stops them both, and now it's Renault. Hesitation move. Eddie Renault draws a double team. They take it away, and it's Brown. The flip up. Vern Hill on the outlet. Nothing doing there. They got numbers. 3-on-2. Give and go. Vern Hill uncharacteristically dropped that. Did a good move to get out of the corner. And now they'll reset with 6:40 to go. Argent. Whitlow. Whitlow trying to duck in on Clofer. Good ball movement by the Snipers, but Longboat not able to get it. And they'll move it up. Heads up here as Hunter Angus takes a good hard hit from Tomas. Those two, of course, very familiar with one another. Both been in the Arena Lacrosse League from its inception. And Clofer goes to the overhand, probably his best bet accuracy-wise. And a fresh clock for Paris. Inching toward the 6-minute mark here, first half. Swinging around to Renault. Renault trying to make a move. Good D on him. Renault kicks it back out. Clofer goes back to the sidearm unsuccessfully. Davis Prince, no reset. Prince, Renault looking on the run. Good toe save made by Dusty Hill on a good shot by Renault. And it's Atwood. He'll pick it up. McLaughlin will bring it over the timeline. They'll work it to Delzato on the right side. Gets a screen and may have been a little embellishing, but the veteran Jamie McMahon gets the job done. And possession now to the RiverWolves. Stovall lugs it over the timeline. Watson now airs it out and couldn't find Prince. Possession the other way to the Snipers. Argent. Snipers being very deliberate here as Delzato looking for a screen. Gets it and not quite sure why there was no call. That's why, as Delzato zips a bullet in that corner. That's his second of the game. 9-1 Snipers. So back to battle in the circle. And just when you thought Paris may be going on a bit of a run to at least try to close the gap, these Snipers answer and answer again. As Whitlow now swings it around, and that underhand from Tyler Brown as he picks up his first of the game, and things going oh so right for the Snipers and not so right for the RiverWolves. So Jamie Dubrick and Chris Driscoll trying to do everything in their power to jumpstart this squad with just one goal here in almost 2 quarters. But again, when you're undermanned, and that's an 8-second call, and possession back to the Orange on the run. Tomas is going to go all the way in. Takes a hard hit. Nothing doing, but what has been the trend in this entire first half, the Orange all over the loose balls. Bullet from Brown. Good save made by Dunkerley. Picked up, and it's Angus. Angus is trying to roll into a couple defenders, loses it. And now Six Nations will counter the other way. Delzato. Long boat! I already said I don't care what boat that is. That guy can shoot. First of the game. And with 3:38 to go, a double-digit lead for the Snipers. So after a weekend of closely contested one-goal games, 2 of them in overtime, different story here for this one as the Snipers come in with a 5-2 record, looking to put a stranglehold on top spot as Eddie Renault with 3.5 to go. Watson picks that up, kicks it back out. Key not able to get it. You got to play it where it lies. Possession now to the Orange, and don't expect the Snipers to ease up as we are only in the second quarter. Elvin trying to wreak some havoc in that Six Nation offense as Longboat's going to try to bust his way through the middle. That's going to ricochet off the boards, and Johnson's going to battle there for it. It's going to be Dunkerley that'll just flip it up, and it's picked up, though, by Jordan Goddard. And a fresh possession here for the Snipers. Longboat tries to put it through a crowd, and Jamie McMahon racing down for it on the other end. Doesn't have numbers with two on him, so he's going to peel out. Spear comes heading off the bench. He'll curl out and look for some help. Keene on the dump out. Spears backhand try. Got a lot on that backhand. Reset. Fresh clock. Watson. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Swinging around. Keene. Good shot, but Dusty Hill positioned perfectly. Interference going to be the call, and possession's going to go to the Snipers here with 1:45 remaining in the opening half. Delzato. Whitlow trying to spin, and Delzato and Hunter Angus, I'm not quite sure if Delzato should maybe take a bite out of that one. That's a pretty large meal there in Hunter Angus. Probably best to take that little punch and roll on and be thankful that Angus didn't unload. I mean, give Delzato some credit for being feisty. But a 4-minuter for the punch with 1:32 left will give Paris their first power play opportunity of this game. And it comes with 1:30 to go in the half. So Keene out there with Clofer and Prince. Connor Watson and Eddie Renault on that left side. Prince. Clofer will step in. Keene! Chance on that crease. McLaughlin flips it back out. Watson with the interception. And now a fresh 30 to work with for Paris. Final minute here of the half. Swinging around. Keene and Clofer. Skip pass. Popped out of the pocket for Keene. Got it back. Clofer has some room. Gets it to Davis. Prince. And that shot by Watson right off the number. And a lob pass to Dalen Hill. And he does a good job to come away with it with 30 seconds left on the game clock. And you hear them saying, kill it, kill that penalty with 20 seconds left in the half. And the Snipers coaching staff adamant as that shot was touched, and 13 seconds left. Dusty Hill will get it, shoot it up. Whitlow will let it go. And the clock's going to tick its way down, and one last chance out the back door, and with no time on the clock, the RiverWolves park one on a good pass from Connor Watson. And a backdoor slide out. Well done. So that's going to do it for the opening 30 minutes. A commanding 11-2 lead for the Snipers, back with the second half. All locked in for quarter number 3 here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. And off the draw after a dominating first half, it's Big Mike Atwood. Had it, lost it. Six Nations down a player for minute 45, and Paris continuing with their first power play opportunity this game. It has been all orange in the opening 30 minutes. So a late goal, though, was a big help, I imagine, to the disposition of the RiverWolves. And that goal credited to Davis Prince. So 11-2, Prince now zips that one. Keene tried to tuck that in the far corner. Nothing doing with Dusty Hill, and back come the Snipers, countering the other way. Owen Hill puts it in the corner. So Dalen Hill with 3, but Kevin Owen Hill with his 3rd as well. And Paris comes down, has an opportunity to add to their total. Instead, they give up a shorthanded marker. Off the draw, possession to the Snipers now with a minute left in the penalty. Martin will send it back. Argent. A lot of speed out there with Whitlow. Argent, Martin, and Travis Longboat Argent tried to shovel in the backhand, but Paris now will bring it over the timeline. Jacob Johnson. He'll flip. Prince now will set things up. Under 30 to go in the penalty. Renault swinging around. Renault has a look here. Goes to the overhand. So Eddie Renault, with his 2nd of the game, he's responsible for 2 of Paris's 3 goals. It comes via the power play. So they give a goal, get a goal. And now with the score 12-3 and 13-19 to go in this quarter. Atwood continues to dominate in that circle as he's given Jonah Beam some fits. Atwood with a whole crowd around him finally loses it. Delzato hot on Newbro's tail. We'll get it back out to Prince, and he'll set up the offense. Prince going to take it from way out there. Hard shot. Good save by Hill. As Hill will send away McGregor Allen. Allen will put on the brakes. He'll wait. And now the offense will set things up. Jordan got it out there. Turnover, though, and a good job by Jamie McMahon to peel away from the crowd and get it over the timeline. Iozo, he's going to look for some help. He'll stay out there on offense. Get it to Spear. Spear working with Big Clofer. Clofer got a screen, tried to zip the pass across. Eddie Renault going to try to bail him out. He does. 5 on the shot clock. Eddie Renault going for the crease dive. Nothing doing. Toes on the line, and back come the orange. Martin looking for a screen, zips it across, finds Longboat, gets it back. Inside, beauty pass to Brett Longboat, but a better save, though, by Dunkerley. And now here come the RiverWolves. Stovall, bad flip. Keene trying to bail him out. Instead, it's a turnover. And Allen. McGregor Allen tried to slide one. It's blocked, though, and picked up now by Stovall. He'll get the flip right this time, but a good stick check. And a good bit of interference by Jake Kranz as he did just enough to slow the defender down. And delayed penalty coming to the Snipers. So Rod Squire, it's funny how it's always the most innocent guy on the floor that gets called for the penalty, as the Snipers will spend 2 in there. RiverWolves go to work with their second power play of the game. And Cole Spear out on that right side with Keene and Prince at the top. Other side, Eddie Renault and Connor Watson. Prince zips it. Watson ducks in, tried to put it by Hill. But Hill did a good job to shrug those shoulders and keep it out. And now it's Vern Hill. He's going to wait by those half boards and find Argent. Minute 25 to go in the penalty. Argent puts on the speed, flips it back. Hill dances a bit, has it one hand on it, takes a bit of a stick check in the gut. No call. And Iozo off to the races, goes to the bounce, saved by Dusty Hill. Vern Hill still on the floor, and I think that it was a tough angle for the refs to see that, but they didn't see, and I don't think that it was intentional, but I think Iozo got him right in the midsection. And if you know anything about lacrosse equipment, there is no padding for the players around your sternum area. So there was no penalty called on the play. And we'll see what official Mark Smith and Eddie Fines and, of course, Kyle Coulter have decided. Looks like possession's going to go to Six Nations. And with 1:09 left in the penalty, that's what they'll have to work with. Argent with Angus on him. Expect the double team to come, get it back to Delzato. Under a minute to go in the penalty. Delzato looking for an opening, takes a long shot. Instead, it's going to be picked up by the RiverWolves, and Newbrow will move it up. Prince, he'll stop just over the timeline. 40 seconds left in the man advantage. And if Paris needed something, they could sure use a little something right now. Trailing by a whole lot. Renault ducks in, but can't get that shot off cleanly. And Hill looking for the outlet. Zips it up to Dalen Hill. With one man to beat. Thinks better of it. He'll pull it out and get it to Whitlow. 9:20 to go here in the third. Whitlow with Iozo chasing him, and not quite sure why there wasn't a call there, as that was a whole lot of helmet and nothing else. And now Paris is going to move it over the timeline. 9 minutes to go. Good pressure by Jamie Downey as Prince gave it away. Downey now is going to try to tuck it in attack. Jamie Downey, bounce shot! Jamie Downey! Had a baby! Going to work on offense. You don't see that every day, and pockets a goal. 13-3 for the Snipers. So Jamie Downey does a good job in showing off his offensive skills. Don't see them too often, as he is a defensive specialist. And Paris now off the draw will get possession. Clofer, he's going to tuck it. Lot going on inside that dotted half circle. Keene gets a step. Goes to the bounce. Dusty Hill closed that off. Loose, and Big Atwood creating his own space there. Gets out of it. And looks up, but an 8-second count. Just hung on the boards too long, and Paris now with possession as we move closer to the 8-minute mark. Third quarter. Renault looking for an opening. Good skip past Keen's underhand, goes up and over. Takes a bad bounce off the boards and goes the length of the carpet. Possession to the Orange deep in the offensive territory. Argent. Delzato looking for something. Found something, but Dunkerley there. Dunkerley's going to air it out to Hall. Right in the pocket. Inside out. Beautiful play. So how about Curtis? Kids in the Hall getting on the scoreboard. Taking the pass there from Dunkerley. Give him the assist. And it's a 13-4 game. Hadn't got a chance to see Cameron Dunkerley really air it out too often. And certainly got the accuracy down. Jake Kranz will get it to Stovall on the other side of the timeline. Stovall will elude a defender. He'll retreat, as will Kranz eventually. And the rest of the Paris offense will find its way onto the carpet. Clofer will kick it back. Prince again. So working a lot of clock, or Paris being a little more deliberate. That shot never had a chance based on the angle. And now it's getting lugged up by Dalen Hill. Hitting the trail, and Whitlow dumps it off. Down low, beauty pass. Better shot from Travis Longboat. So give Argent some credit. He knew he was going to take the hit, but managed to get it over to Longboat in time. And Longboat with a neat little finish for his second of the game. Ups the lead now back to 10, 14-4. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. So I said it was Argent, but it was Whitlow. But I'm pretty sure it was Argent. But either way, to check the video replay for that, not a problem. Travis Longboat to finish either way. Eddie Renault, good hesitation, created some space. Better save, though, by Dusty Hill. Loose, and that's going to definitely be a boarding call on Jake Krantz, as he put it on McGregor Allen, and good. So the former sniper is at the very least going to make his way to the penalty box, as we are going to go to our officials' timeout. So we want to remind our viewers that Alterna Savings and the All are excited to promote the second annual National Lacrosse League Alterna Cup competition this season. Canadian teams are competing in head-to-head matchups to capture the cup and be crowned the top Canadian team in the NLL. Check out NLL.com and Alterna.ca for the up-to-date standings and schedule. And just in case you missed it, we'd certainly like to thank Belco Construction, KT Gas and Tobacco, Classics to Customs Auto Body, Hills Tire, Searle Chevrolet, MTS Native Service, Caledonia Auto Supply, Guaranteed Glass and Tint, ILA Sports, and Hill Custom Coffins. Power play back to work for the Snipers, just their second in this game. They're 0 for 1, but they will, shot clock winding down now. Big shot stopped, though, by Dunkerley, as Jordan Goddard was able to step into one, and Snipers now keep it in the offensive end. Delzato, big save by Dunkerley, as he extended that toe out to cut that down, and he lost a beauty right to Dan Keene. Keene avoids one defender. Looking for the flip, trying to roll out of there, does. Minute 5 left in the man short. Keene tried it, nothing doing. And now it's picked up by Allen. Not sure what the crowd was harping at. 44 seconds to go in the power play. Del Zotto zips it, quick stick, reset, and Argent. Backhand pass, Longboat. Del Zotto will get it back. Another delayed penalty coming, this one to the RiverWolves again. Del Zotto took it upon himself to put something on it, and there's a reset, so play on. Still 10 seconds left in the initial penalty. Longboat, kick it out. Del Zotto goes to the bounce. Dunkerley, another good save as it goes up and over the screen. So the Snipers again will have another man advantage. .436 to go here in the third. So I think just a few seconds left in the initial penalty. And that is the case. 3 seconds left. And at the moment, it's a 5-on-3. Whitlow at the top. And he's going to zip it over. They'll start things there with Longboat. Argent's got room. Dumps it down low and a finish. So once again, it's downtown Tyler Brown doing his thing. A power play marker, their first power play of the game. And timing-wise, that'll nullify that penalty. But more importantly, it gives the Snipers a 15-4 lead. Off the draw, Stovall does a good job to collect that for Paris. And not a whole lot as Angus rolls off one, still has it, kicks it back out, and it's Cole Spear. Gonna need something from Cole Spear, that's for sure, if Paris is gonna have any chance. And a good head man up ahead, Tomas, and he finds the back of the net. So Alec Tomas on the score sheet for the first time. The transition game for the Snipers is in full effect. And it doesn't matter if you got Nolan Clayton or Cameron Dunkerley between those pipes. These Snipers are a handful. Jonah Beam comes away with that one. And he'll work it with Johnson, and Stovall will stay out there. 3:45 to go. Keene working one-on-one. Haven't got much from Dan Keene, and one of those leaders, they need him. Good switch inside out. Dusty Hill, though. And Dusty Hill has been some kind of stingy in this game. Hasn't given up too much at all. Good job of running some interference, as Owen Hill tried to sneak one short side. Dunkerley having none of it. And Iozo using his speed to get it over the timeline. And now it's Prince working in tighter. Backhand. Spear sneaks one through. So Cole Spear goes to the backhand. Said that they needed something, anything from Spear. And he gets one. But it's still a huge mountain to climb, trailing 16-5. So Jonah Beam Finally got one from Atwood as Jay Kranz doing diving in, but Dusty Hill closed that off. And Atwood and Kranz, former teammates, have a few words. We're just glad to see Jake Kranz back on the carpet playing the sport that he loves. Longboat steered aside, Dunkerley loose. Fresh clock here for the Snipers. 2:40 to go. Flip back. Whitlow off the post. Kid's got a deadly underhand as Dunkerley's going to have to hurry and they'll loft it up. And can't touch it. Time issue, but it's scooped up and a good flip. And it's Martin. Too many RiverWolves around there as not sure what kind of tree Johnson chopped down. And that stick check from Jamie Downey's going to cost him two. And quite frankly, it's not a real Snipers game if Jamie Downey doesn't spend at least two in the box at some point in time. So third power play of the game for the RiverWolves comes with 2:03 left in the third quarter. So Paris now with Prince at the top, Spear and Keene on that right side. Renault and Watson on the left. Prince zips it, underhand, quick stick from Keene on target, but Dusty Hill, I tell you, hasn't been in a very giving mood. Prince, skip pass down low, Renault will kick it out. Watson swings at Prince with some room, and Hill again, just enough to keep it from going and trickling through the wickets. And a good move ahead to Dalen Hill. Minute 15 in the penalty to Downey. Minute 15 now left in this third quarter. Whitlow. Quick shot, Vern Hill, wide of the mark. And that's going to be a violation and possession to the RiverWolves. Taylor Kofeld doing his job, and 45 seconds left. So a 3-second differential between the penalty clock and the game clock. So 35 left in the game clock. In tight, nothing doing for Keene. Picked up and flipped up. And here comes Hill. Dalen. He'll pull up. 25 seconds left. Brent Longboat. He'll take that down deep and work some clock. Snipers are in no need to be in a hurry here. They are in control of this one as Delzato goes to the swim. Leans in now. Takes a double team and gets away. Delzato goes to the bounce and it trickles. No goal. So stopped right on the goal line. Dunkerley got a little help from his friends in Jonah Beam, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. We've played 3. Six Nations 16, Paris 5. We're all locked and loaded for the fourth quarter in a game that has seen the offense of the Snipers dominate. Goaltending from Dusty Hill has been exceptional. And an undermanned Paris team looking for some answers. As Beam gives it away. Shouldn't compound it with a problem. Good stick check. But Beam too slow to the party. Picked up by Tomas as he was quietly trailing the entire play. And now the RiverWolves will bring it over the timeline. And it's Johnson. Renault at the top now. Swing it over. Clofer goes to the bounce. And that stays in play. Good job by Watson to track it down. No reset, 10 on the shot clock. Spear works his way in, goes to the hard backhand. That's over the net. Mike McLaughlin will get it, and the Snipers will move it up. Shields. Shoot it over. Whitlow took his eye off it. And RiverWolves now will come away with it, and it's Big Clofer. Sorry, that's Kofeld. Him and Clofer are pretty large individuals. As there's Clofer now, as he'll work to half board's right side. Swinging around. Eddie Renault on the isolation one-on-one. Looking for the trailer. Goes to the quick shot. Stopped by Dusty Hill. And now the Snipers will move it up over the timeline. Steve Wisniak, haven't seen him much in this game here as he gets a little warmed up with a shift, and wrong stick side, but still accurate was Travis Longboat. Chasing that down with the full shot clock. I don't think he was aware of it. Was Goddard. And that was some hefty bounce on that shot from Rob Stovall. Caught the crossbar and goes out of play. Possession will stay right here with the RiverWolves. 12:50 to go here, fourth quarter. And that little bit of trickery won't work in anywhere, as Travis Longboat tried to pull the wool over the officials' eyes. Keene working the outside, changes the angle, goes to the overhand. Renault not able to get to Karam. Reset as Watson, good speed. Connor Watson racing around, gets it out. Prince has some room, dumps it down low. Good pickup by Keene on a good quick stick. But Dusty Hill, I tell you, he must have a short Christmas list because he is not very giving at all. Prince looking for Keene, nothing doing there. And coming away with it is Longboat. He'll zip that up ahead. Dalen Hill. He'll pull it out and dump it off, and it's Argent. Marcus Elvin with a late friendly slash on the way out. Argent shot stopped by Dunkerley. Picked up by Iozo. Has got great speed. Gabriel Iozo leads into one. Iozo tucks it, tries to inside out it. But Hill again closed that off, and now it's Delzato countering the other way. Under 11.5 to go here in the fourth. Whitlow. Down low, big toe save made by Dunkerley. And I stand corrected as Nolan Clayton is back between the pipes for Paris. Dunkerley, a job well done in a backup role as Clayton back in here for this fourth. And my apologies for taking that long as Delzato, big save by Clayton. Whitlow dumps it, another save by Clayton. So Nolan Clayton back to being Nolan Clayton. And Delzato and Jonah Beam. As you see Clayton come flying in, and if you know anything about Nolan Clayton, you know that he's never afraid to drop the mitts under any circumstance. So Beam's going to go. The feisty Delzato, he's going to go. And with 10:51 to go, we're going to play five-a-side. So some discussion here as to whether anyone's going to earn the extra two or if these are going to be coincidental minors. And it looks like coincidentals they will be. So the teens will be playing five-a-side. So I'm not sure what assistant Vince Longboat is so adamant about over there to referee Mark Smith, but he certainly got his point across. And now Paris will move it on up. Spear going to duck in, try to create some space, has it knocked away. Dan Keene does a good job to bail him out, zip it back out to Eddie Renault. Renault gets a screen looking for the flip, does. Watson, he's going to try to duck into one, sends it over to Clofer. Clofer with Vern Hill on him. Vern Hill will pick his pocket because that's what Vern Hill does, and that's going to go all the way down, no reset. Clayton's going to zip it up, and McLaughlin's going to bring it back the other way. McLaughlin puts on the brakes. He'll wait before he heads out. Not quite sure why they would even try that maneuver, as Paris read that like a book, and they will take over, and it's Watson. Backdoor had Prince, but instead, trying to get a better angle on the shot was Stovall, and it leads to the Snipers countering the other way. We are under 10 minutes to go in the fourth. Travis Longboat. He'll weave through a couple defenders. They'll swing it over on the left side. Brent Longboat, he goes to the underhand, and that's hard as it goes the length of the carpet, and it'll be possession to Paris deep in the offensive end. Watson out there with Renault, Clofer, Spear, and Keene, as Clofer teed that one up. He's going to try to get ahead of steam, race around, try to avoid everybody, and he does. Swing it around. Watson trying to use his speed, ducks back in, couldn't find it, kicks it out. Cole Spear tried a quick backhand. Atwood picks it up. Spear chops him along. Atwood keeps on going. Wisnick. The Wiz will hole up. He'll dump it down. He'll find his way. Travis Longboat working one-on-one with Iozo. Good defense there. And it's Newborough. Gathers it. Weaves in. Good defense there, though, by Justin Martin. As one-on-one able to slow him down. Go for the crease dive, but Dusty Hill read that and the outlet. Tomas waiting for the trailer. Boom, and great defense by the RiverWolves and Stovall, as not only does he hustle his way back to stop a goal, but he'll draw a penalty as well with 8:20 to go here in the fourth. So give Stovall some credit, didn't lose his cool, drew the penalty and didn't retaliate. And Tyler Brown's going to head to the penalty box. The Paris door is open. Question is anybody invited? And it doesn't look like there is, so Paris now will go on their fourth power play of the game. They are 1 for 3, but they've also given up a shorthanded marker. So the familiar offensive unit out there in Newborough, the only change, Spear and Keene on that right side. Prince at the top. Renault, that shooter, and it looked like Dusty Hill had left the wickets open, but that was just a whole fraud squad there as he closed that off quick. We're under 8 minutes to go. Whitlow. And they're going to work some clock, a minute and a half to go in the penalty. Delzato, inside out, nothing doing there. Clayton closed that off, and Tyler Kofeld is definitely going to find his way to the penalty box for that unnecessary hit from behind. We'll see what the call is there, as it is checking from behind, a 2-minute. So that power play by the RiverWolves was short-lived, and now it'll be 5-on-5 for a minute 15. Sorry, 4-on-4 for a minute 15. And then the Snipers will go to work with a man advantage. Argent shaking and baking. And another penalty going to come to the RiverWolves. And it's going to be an interference call or a legal cross-check. Long run for Dusty Hill. 10 on the shot clock. Brett Longboat slides on out there, extra attacker. Down low finish. So Delzato with a perfect feed to Con General, who goes airborne for the finish. And it's 17-5. So the goal stands. The penalty does not. 50 seconds left in the Six Nations penalty. A minute 34 in the Paris penalty. And we are going to go to our final officials timeout.
Sniper's 17th goal, scored by number 5, Con General, assisted by number 88, Scott Delzato. Time of that goal, 7:10. Paris penalty to number 27, Jake Kranz, 2 minutes for holding. Time of that penalty, 7:10, canceled by the goal.
Back to it here as we wrap up our final officials timeout. Paris to work. Connor Watson looking for a step. Takes a good check from Vern Hill. Renault trying to duck in, working one-on-one. Tried to go to that far corner on the bounce, but ran out of room with some good defensive work by the Snipers, and they'll get it over the timeline. Tomas, 30 seconds left in the Six Nation penalty. And Argent will slow things down here. And they'll work it on the right side. Jordan Goddard was looking for Brent Longboat. Heads up, Argent behind the net, quick stick, nothing doing. Nolan, good save there. And Clayton with another stop. So Nolan Clayton has been good. Argent now. And a whole lot going on with Iozo and Argent. And these are too far from heavyweights. So, two guys you don't usually see drop the mitts. As I'm not sure why Argent went zipping to the locker room. Maybe he's calling it a day, dropping the mic and leaving. Iozo certainly not known for his fisticuffs. And I, of course, have always been a advocator of no fighting in the sport. Sometimes, though, cooler heads don't prevail. And sometimes you just got to settle it. and then let it ride. So I'd imagine Argent would get the initial penalty. He threw the first punch. The question will be the other combatants in on that. Are there any other additional penalties as Argent makes his way from the change room into the penalty box? And you can see that him and Iozo exchanging glances, not harsh words, so maybe a little form of respect there after you scrap it out. No damage done, nobody's hurt, and be a good idea to squash it. In the meantime, between time, you see 42 seconds left in the initial Paris penalty. 6:18 to go here in this game. So Kyle Coulter has got it all sorted out as the guys in the stripes have been put to work here in this game. So it looks like the snipers will have a power play. So Argent and Iozo get coincidental fives for fighting. It's a 5-on-4 for the snipers, and Eddie Renault just tackles Justin Martin, and now the snipers will bring it over the timeline. Squire will flip, he'll retreat. Travis Longboat will set things up with Delzato. They'll zip it around the horn. And how about that big finish right there? So Tyler Brown goes to work, picks up his third goal of this game. And downtown Brown has been good on offense here, as have the rest of the snipers. So good to see Wisnik back in that circle as he goes up against Beam. And the Wiz does his thing. Took a hard hit. It's picked up. And Paris now will work it. Good defense there as Jake Kranz being hounded. Kranz, head down. Kranz! Jake Kranz! Against his former team. Was not going to be denied there, and a little bit of personal satisfaction for sure for Jake Kranz. Not going to do a whole lot to close that gap, but got to give Jake some credit, as we've always enjoyed watching him here in the Arena Lacrosse League. Want to thank all our volunteers, of course, that seem to work countless hours traveling through the weather and everything else that life throws at us. So thank you very much for allowing us to do what we do because of what you do. Just over 5 minutes left here in the fourth. Clofer had a notion. He'll curl out. Go back to the underhand, Dusty Hill. Just 6 goals allowed to this point by Hill. Wide open, just a little too late as that's picked off. And Marcus Elvin will make it over the timeline. Keene. Looking for a screen from Spear, gets it, goes to the overhand. It's blocked though. Knocked down by Prince and scooped up by Hill, and away goes Vern Hill. Shields. Hill Zips one wide of the mark. Good rebound on the pickup by Con General. And they'll slow things down here with Shields. Curl around. Vern Hill right on target there as Clayton now will look out the back door and going to be a race for it. McLaughlin will win that foot race. And he'll bring it up over the timeline without a problem. Under 44 minutes to go here in this fourth and final quarter. Good skip pass, but I think Con General got a little distracted. Longboat, Trent, as you knew something was going down in the middle there because Jamie Downey was in the thick of things. So he's going to find his way to the penalty box, no doubt. Not sure if there's going to be anyone else, but wholesale line change for both teams. So Downey is the only one to go.
Sniper's penalty, number 10, Jamie Downey. 2 minutes for checking from behind. Time of that penalty, 3:30.
Fifth power play opportunity of the game for the RiverWolves. Came in with a power play rating of 66%, so you know that they're missing some pieces. The penalty kill for Six Nations, 52%, so they get it done half the time. And as we're just over 3 minutes to go here in this game, Delzato. Has Hunter Angus on him. Martin, Newbro bounces him outside. Delzato from way out, wide of the mark, and that's going to be possession to Paris. Minute 15 to go in the power play opportunity. Renault out there with Prince and Keene. That hard shot comes from Watson. They pick up the rebound. 2:23 to go here in the fourth. Sniffing behind the net, tried to get that out quick, but Vern Hill, and he's going to loft that softly on the carpet. Running under it was Martin, but he's wide of the mark. And Renault will counter the other way. Into the final 2 minutes now. Watson gaps it. Renault tried to skip it, nothing doing. Vern Hill now, in alone. Again tries a quick shot, again Nolan Clayton denies him. Quick pass up to Johnson, nothing doing. Keene trying to come over, bails him out, picks it up. Minute and a half to go. Keene gets it back out. Jamie Downey comes out laying the lumber right off the bat. And that pass to Longboat. Longboat underhand, stopped by Clayton. Paris now will trot it over the timeline as we are closing in on the final minute here of this game. Snipers have led from start to finish. 4-1 lead after one. 11-2 after two, 16-5 after three. And it's now 18-6, and Jamie Downey and Eddie Renault. And I think it might be a good idea if Jamie Downey just went straight to the change room. With 48 seconds left, that's a good idea. And of course, Jamie Downey knows I'm a big fan of Jamie Downey. Not a big fan, though, of an 18-6 score, and you still have to send a message. I don't think any message needs to be resent, but he's a tough competitor and he plays hard. So 48 seconds left. In what has been an offensive clinic by the Snipers.
Paris penalty to number 12, Renault. And Snipers penalty to number 10, Jamie Downey. 10 minutes each for unsportsmanlike.
So 10 minutes for both Renault and Downey. And they are just going to play the rest of this out as Snipers are going to work some clock here. And they are going to hold the RiverWolves to under double digits. Dusty Hill, outstanding here in this game. Kevin Owen Hill also put together a solid ball game. Dalen Hill. So a lot of weapons for the Snipers as that one last shot stopped by Clayton, and that is going to do it as Angus is going to tee one up. No harm done. That is going to do it. And we'll put a wraps on week 6 in the Arena Lacrosse League as the Six Nations Snipers over the Paris RiverWolves 18-6 to final. We'll be back, of course, next week, week 7, as we inch closer to championship weekend in the Arena Lacrosse League. On behalf of the Arena Lacrosse League, JVI Productions, I'm Lance Wynn. We will see you on the flip side.